What's going on, everybody? Hello, Lorna. How you doing, love? What's up, Mark? How's everybody doing tonight? Lorna, I did send you the link. I sent one also to Mark. I sent one to someone who's replied back. Oh, yeah. Billy can't show up. That's okay. Of course, Crystal, she's in there on Ashley's stream right now. They're in there yapping, talking about yarn. And I had to pretend I was Sandy. I had to go get my own coffee. And of course, we got Lorna. Cold over there?
Yeah.
First you were complaining about the heat, now you're gonna complain about it cold?
But I am actually coming down with a cold.
Ah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's 50 degrees.
That'd be nice, comfortable weather for here.
Yeah.
Somewhat. So, I know I've been hearing almost all day long about the Queen's funeral today.
Yeah, it's been a
What's up, Wayne?
long and emotional day.
I heard about one place that over there that they want to shut down, and someone actually broke into it.
Sound about right?
I'm going, really?
Yeah. Because they think all the police were at the funeral garden that they weren't. We had police around here, and police where Chris is, and yeah, we have police everywhere. But
Right.
they think they're all gonna be at where the Queen's getting married. No,
Yep.
they're not that stupid.
Oh, did you see my latest video? The one I did yesterday?
No.
Let's just say that, usually y'all see this side of the garage, and, y'all can see
Let
that way.
me turn my volume down. That's better. That's better. Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, you can normally see back, that's about all you see as far as this side of the garage.
Hi, Wayne.
That's the other side I'm working on. Okay.
Mm.
But like I said, I had a new toy come in, and actually I've got another one coming in Thursday. Got another toy coming in. So right now I've been in the process of getting all back over in there, all cleared out. Mark, check your messenger. Or do I need to, hang on. All right. Better hurry up and get it.
Quick, Mark. It's on the YouTube side.
You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5. What are you cackling about tonight?
Just watching this stuff.
What are you watching?
Mark, my love, shut down YouTube.
Yeah, we're getting echo off of it.
It's not me.
It wasn't. We didn't get an echo before you.
Oh wait, you must be crazy.
Oh, thanks for the compliment.
I'm a professional at this, so it wasn't me doing
Yeah,
an thing like that.
We We know you're professional at screwing things up.
Right on the head.
Hi, Renegade.
Who's that renegade? But yeah, like the title for tonight, we need to keep Cajun in our prayers because the latest word I got from Missy is definitely not doing good. He was supposed to have been. They were supposed to start testing on him at 6 o'clock this morning, and she sent me a message about 11:15. They still hadn't gotten to him yet, and no pain medication.
Huh. I talked to him. He called me last night, Sunday.
Yeah.
Right before Ed's stream, and he said he was getting along pretty good and was going to be going home.
Yeah, well, he's still, from what Missy was saying, that he's still in there. And everything.
Huh.
Hi, Cuppy.
Hello, Cuppy.
But who knows? Things can change real quickly when you're in a place like that, too.
Yep.
Mm.
She said we waited on him to do another test, and they found something wrong with his gallbladder. Not sure till we find out test results soon. He was in so much pain, and they won't give him his pain meds till they do the test, and no water also. He's getting upset because they're supposed to do, do the test at 6 in the morning. Now it's 11:25. Too long to be in pain.
Yeah, definitely rough, that's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty bad right there.
Sounds like our hospitals. They're just, yeah.
Yeah, it's always this, that, and then, oh, there's another thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got a feeling it's probably all that spicy Cajun food he's been eating.
I don't know. when we was down there, Missy didn't really cook spicy when she made that gumbo and stuff for us.
Right. Oh, she might have tamed it down because she had visitors
Yeah, that
and delicate stomachs.
Yeah, spicy food. Spicy food don't agree with me one little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne. 8 hours. That's about an average time anymore.
Yeah. Same here, Wayne. Same here.
Yeah. That's too long, really.
But most of ours are NHS, so you just wait as long as it takes.
I know. What was it? Trying to remember when it was. 2004. It was February 2004.
Hi, Mike.
I was on the job delivering a piece of glass. I wound up breaking my leg. Now I tell you, as soon as they got me in that ambulance and got me to the hospital, they were getting me all prepped for surgery. Because they knew with the x-rays and everything, they knew, yeah, they had to get in there fast. What's up, Mike Hodge? Yeah, I mean, gallbladder and you got pancreatitis, that ain't good right there. Damn. Renegade went in, they kept him for a week. Damn.
That's not my one, and they came here for 5th month.
Last time I went to the hospital, they kicked me out before lunch.
They thought I had something wrong with my appendix, only to find out I didn't have any.
Well, you didn't have an appendix?
I've had them removed when I was younger. I was like, I ain't going to hospitals anymore.
Well, they probably thought it kind of magically grew back. Yeah.
Rudy.
Now you're talking about as far as like the banners I was talking about the other night.
Think so.
That was, oh God, you're talking something that was back in like 1999, 2000. So we're talking well over 20 years ago. And I've done slept since then as far as who I went to. I was going up through Dallas for that. It was like a record sign shop, so just one that did vinyl signs. I mean, you can find them all over. I mean, I've got one here in town that can probably do it. I know there's one down in Corsicana. There's probably a couple over in the Waxahachie area. Dozens of them up in Dallas. Yeah, Mark, did you hear what I had made up? It was for the Dallas Mopar Club for our Christmas party. And I had a blue oval and a little bow tie and everything put on it. It said handicap parking here.
All right, so now you're trying to create a new spot for me to park? What the heck?
Oh, if you drive one of those kind of vehicles, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I drive a Dodge with a 5.7 Hemi in it with handicap license plates.
No.
but then it. No, I'm not gonna say it on the stream. I got a Chevy thing on there too, but I'll leave it alone.
Well, see now that's what I'm saying. If it has a bow tie or blue oval, you're handicapped. Because I mean, think about it. Look
It
at top.
couldn't be no worse than GMC.
Well, I didn't think about putting that on there too.
Do you know what GMC is, don't you?
Got mechanic coming.
Nope.
What?
I can't say it on air.
Put it in private chat.
No, they just call it a gay man's Chevy.
I was going to say it's called something like that.
Hey, Rocky. Hey, Dancing.
Hey, Rocky.
Dancing, he is in the hospital with pancreatitis and possibly gallbladder issues. So, yeah, we don't know. I haven't heard anything latest from Missy. She's been keeping me up to date and everything on it. Actually, tell you what, let me send her a link, see if I can get her in.
Mater, I'm guessing you're not hooked up with William anywhere.
No, I'm not.
Because I'll forward this email on to you later.
Okay.
Because he emailed me to pass on the message to you lot, but you already knew.
All right. I'll talk about for Cajun, yeah, because Missy actually sent the information over to Crystal Thursday night. So I'm known about, Cajun, like I said, and of all things, they had to be on their 10-year anniversary.
That must be nasty.
Yeah, it's like, man, I told her, man, that has got to suck. You're out celebrating 10-year anniversary of marriage and everything, and all of a sudden your better half and everything's winding up in the hospital. That's not exactly the way the night should be. Rudy, I have no idea if Marines wear shorts. I guess they do, especially if they go swimming. or is there?
I was going to say my granddad never did when he was doing it, but
Well, that's the
that was
British Marine.
that was going back in the day. Like these
Yeah.
days, I don't know.
Of course, that's the British Marines. He might be talking about the U.S. Marines. A little bit different.
Well, I am going back 70 odd years anyway.
But yeah, like I said, that's what's going on with Cajun. I haven't heard any more from him, or from Missy. I know when he tried coming up on was it Ed Stream last night? Yeah, the internet service and everything they had there at the hospital isn't all that great.
I was going to say, didn't he? I was going to say he tried to pop up someone's live over the
Yeah,
weekend.
he actually tried to come up on Ed's, and
He made it up on mine, but
Yep.
he was froze.
yeah, and he was saying that's because of the internet and everything. There she is. There's a coffee lady.
Yeah.
By the way, Sandy, hey, I wasn't saying I was doing my impersonation of Sandy earlier.
Hey,
I got me some coffee.
I brought him coffee.
Oh, he'd be lost if you didn't make it for him.
No, he would just have to get up and make it.
Does he even know how?
4 a.m. every morning. Come on over.
Yeah.
That'd be 3:00 my time. No, I'm still wanting to get some sleep.
That's not too bad my time.
That'd be about 9:00 in the morning for you, Lorna.
That's why he took a nap today.
Oh, he got his nap in?
Oh, I had to go to physical therapy, and then I laid down about noon and didn't wake up till about 4.
Don't wore you out, huh?
Oh,
it's
man.
miserable.
Well, what do you know? The guy that said he wasn't going to be here decided to actually show up.
Yeah.
Did I twist your arm that way?
Glad that I love you and Crystal. I swear to something fierce right now, because I got to be up at 3:30 in the morning to go back to it. Anyway, what's wrong with Cajun? I know I literally came in right when you got that's what's wrong with Cajun. I'm like, I swear to, all I know is he's in the hospital. What's going on?
Right. Thursday was him and Missy's 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, he wound up going to the hospital that night, and they're thinking pancreatitis, and then gallbladder also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody in chat. I'm not going to stay long, but unfortunately, the guy that's hosting, I love him and Crystal a little too much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of wigged out on me the other night.
Which night?
What, Wednesday?
Well,
Monday?
well, yeah, I said I was going to be back, Alicia.
I
Let's see here.
But yeah, I sent Missy a link to see if maybe she wanted to pop up, give us an update on Cajun. So, I mean,
that's why I haven't been doing any videos lately, because I've got 2 more days, because our time goes in Wednesday night and starts on Thursday. And for the next 2 days, I'm already on overtime.
wow.
And tomorrow is a 13-hour day by itself.
Damn.
Yep. Well, they said when I got this job, I knew what I was getting into, because they said it's 65 to 70 hours per week. I get up at 3:30 in the morning. I'm usually home by 5, 6 o'clock my time. Back at 3:30 again. Sometimes I get lucky to sleep in till 5:30, which this morning I got lucky to sleep in. But unfortunately, tomorrow I don't get to sleep until 3. So. But hey, that's what I signed up for, because just the more hours they want to give me, the quicker me and you can start making a mini series on building Billy's new house.
That's true.
Yeah, thousands of dollars ain't going to save itself. I got to get out there and do it. So.
Yep. And right now, with everything that I'm doing, I'm getting the garage and everything set up for. Like I said, I've got one new toy that's already in. It's sitting in the living room right now.
Mm-hmm.
And ordered another one last night. It'll be in Thursday.
Mm.
So it's all going back here.
Ah.
Yep.
Hi, Renegade. Hi, V Twin. Hi, Lorna.
Hey.
Hi, guys. But I'm not going to be on here long because I've got to shower in bed, and it's still daylight out here for me.
Hi, Lorna.
Hey, Sandy.
I didn't get to say hi to you.
I thought Lorna.
It's all good.
I thought Lorna was sleeping.
So Renegade wants to know, what is it, Mater? That's going in the, probably was going in behind the garage.
Have to wait for the video.
I was going to say you're going to have to wait for the video on that one.
Yep, have to wait on the video.
Yeah, I was wondering why, because I was wondering why Cajun hasn't been live, because, see, Saturday I only work 3 hours in the morning to 4 hours, and I'm usually home by 10 a.m.
Right.
And then I have all day Saturday, and then Sunday I go to church, and then I have Sunday afternoons. I'm like, all right, Cajun's got to do a pop in eventually. Where's Boudreaux? Where I can say hi. No Boudreaux. Like,
Nope. Now, did you hear what the message was I got from Missy earlier today? Basically, that they were going to start giving him a test and everything at 6 o'clock. No pain meds, and it was 11:25, and they still hadn't done it.
wow.
Yeah, so for basically 5.5 hours sitting there in pain, no water, nothing to eat, and yeah, they hadn't even done the test yet.
Hi there, Arnie.
Didn't you say something about his gallbladder?
Yeah, now they're thinking maybe the gallbladder also.
Well, the gallbladder, they can just take that. I mean,
Yeah, and that's
we pretty much all of us have got that gone.
They won't give
Now,
him
as
anything.
far as pancreatitis is concerned, that's a whole lot of antibiotics.
Yep.
Now,
you didn't say if the white blood cell count was up, because if that's, usually when you got an infection, your white blood cell count goes way up.
oh yeah, we had that conversation with you.
Right, and that was never apparent until in the blood test that they ever did on me, any times I did go to the hospital.
Well, my mother-in-law's been in the hospital. She's been bouncing around to 3 different ones for the last 2 weeks. Now she's going to a rehab center because my mother-in-law, let's just put it this way, she's a bunch of pretty. She decided that she didn't want to go to dialysis for a week, and then she's trying to figure out what's wrong with her.
Gee, I wonder what it could be.
Yeah, right? Hang on a second.
But anyhow, I was told you can't medicate anybody that's getting the test for gallbladder.
Yep, and that's the main reason why Missy was saying that they hadn't given the pain medication, because waiting on the test.
That's probably one of the reasons why it took 5 hours trying to let some of the medication get out of his system.
Well, there's what Cajun there.
Inflammation of the small intestine. So Cajun's in the chat. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So
Cajun, I sent Missy a link That way, maybe she can get in on
And
train.
and Cajun, you can't see it, but Miss Money's over here, very quietly bawling her eyes out because she doesn't like seeing people that she cares about. It's okay, honey. You'll be okay.
Send the press,
I know, it's okay.
Cajun.
You get more tea.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's okay.
From
Close
me
your
and
eyes.
Chris.
It's fine. It's fine. You'll be okay. We got prayer warriors. We're gonna pray our hearts out for him. Get him back to his chair in front of the computer in no time.
Yeah. He needs to be able to get back home and everything. That way, he can start going leaning off the dock during the middle of the live stream.
Right. You got to lean out the dock, because right now he's just leaning off the bed. Sorry, Cajun. Too soon. Love you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, too soon.
But
Hey, Chef J Tree.
but
Appreciate you being here.
no.
Hey, Chef.
I have a question for motor people. So
Okay.
anybody that knows engines, get your ears on. Because I've had company cars,
And at least
and
mark out.
I have been having to switch cars about every 3 to 4 days because my car, mechanics told me in Phoenix when I first picked my car up. Now, granted, I've been with this company 3 weeks now. The car is perfectly fine. You should have zero issues. Okay. Third day, I'm up here with my, and it's a Toyota Camry, so we're going to call it that. My battery and my alternator are going out, and the guy that fixes all the company cars checked the voltage while it was running 1.7. And he said, your battery and your alternator are basically dead. He said, turn on your windshield wipers as fast as they'll go, turn your fan on, and turn your headlights on high beam. It went to 1.6. He said, this is why you have to get jump starts. I will keep the car. So apparently the mechanic said that everything's good to go. Well, I got the car back. 2 days after I got my car back again, every time I hit the brakes, my car would die. Every time I hit a red light, my car would die. Well, apparently my idle sensor decided to take a flying leap off a short bridge. And I'm just trying to figure out, when you guys put cars on diagnostic, it would come up as something like this stuff is bad, correct?
Yep, it should.
Yeah, because that's funny, because I got the diagnostic report from the guys there, and everything was perfectly fine. And I'm trying to figure out how. Because I thought it took a while for an alternator to go bad, and I thought it took a while for a battery to start dying, but I don't know.
Okay, now, being a Toyota and everything on that's going to be computer controlled. The only thing I can think of is going back to my 93 Dodge truck. I had almost the same problem. I was going through. Battery was not charging, and the alternator
The
was.
reason for the long wait
Okay.
was that I couldn't have
Come
any
to find out
nuclear
that
medicine.
on that
Test
truck
on
at
my
that
gallbladder.
time, the voltage regulator was part of the ECM. The ECM is what had the voltage regulator built into it, and if your voltage regulator goes out, the alternator, it ain't gonna know what to do because it's not getting told.
Okay, well, I mean, the guy had the alternator and the brand new battery from O'Reilly, brought to him, and he had them completely, the alternator was on top, and he had me from the time I had the problem to when O'Reilly showed up to when I left. He had me in and out in 45 minutes. I was just curious if stuff like that would show up on a diagnostic, or a diagnostic more for more of the computer stuff. I don't know.
To me, it would, and it should have, because if you're not getting, if the alternator is not doing its job, if it's not putting out voltage, then that means the voltage regulator is bad. And that right there should be is probably going to be built into the ECM. And I know that, like I said, for me, I want to go into O'Reilly's, and I actually got an aftermarket style ECM for my truck. I put it on. Oh, I had plenty of voltage then. It took care of the whole problem.
I was just curious. I don't know what he was talking about, Renegade, about the 14 volt. He just told me 1.7. It went to 1.6. I don't know what he was testing. He hooked something up to the battery. I don't know. And he says that his exact words were, "Your car will do it as long as it's running, but it's really struggling." Like,
yeah.
Well, okay.
A lot of the alternators nowadays have the voltage regulator inside of them.
Some of them do.
Bad, and when it goes bad, it'll take the battery out also.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because that's why I was like, well, shouldn't the mechanics 3 days prior to this, that all they do is work on company cars down in Phoenix, they should have found it correct?
Now, if that wasn't showing, it could have been working and not working. I work for AutoZone, and we test them all the time.
Yep.
And it can be working, and then you shut it off, and then you turn it back on, and then it's not working, like it's shorting out on the inside.
That was my issue. I mean, the car would run all day long as I run it. As soon as I turned it off, I'm done wherever the car's turned off, unless I get a jump. And as soon as I got a jump, within no, Chef Shade Tree, I do not have a little engine light on because that was already taken care of. The only thing I have on right now is
Hey, Daryl.
Low tire pressure because of my front tire is low on air. I just noticed it because I just picked up the car, so I'm going to go in the morning and get the air and back in it.
The alternator can still test good because it's still working properly, but that voltage regulator can go bad, and until it takes the alternator out, you won't get a test saying it's bad.
Oh, and on top of that, they want me to send the car to another place where they've already ordered them, but every time I go down the hill and hit my brakes, I know what it is, but I'm going to let you guys tell me what it is. My car shakes like no tomorrow.
It's got warped rotors.
Very good.
Yep.
Because I went and I said, because I asked the same mechanic that works on our cars, but for some reason, if we need brakes or oil changes, we go to another mechanic. I'm like, serious?
Because he's not making enough money doing the job, so he passes it off. They don't want it.
No, it's because the company wants a second person because of whatever reason. Because our company vehicles, we've got like 13 of them up there, but I mean, we're talking about vans that need transmissions and all sorts of blah, blah, blah that are just sitting there. But anyway, that's here and there. So now I gotta take my car over on Wednesday and get my rotors done. And I'm just like, I tell my supervisor, I said, if one more thing goes wrong with this car, give me another car and keep this one. Because I like the Toyota. I don't mind driving it. The AC is beautiful. The seats are comfy. But I swear to goodness, I'm tired of this. I'm getting 3 weeks and I've driven my car for maybe 6 days. I've been using Kia Souls, and I just got done with a Ford Eco Hybrid something or other. So whatever. Then my car, just get it fixed. So, but yeah, I hate coming down because when we come down into Laughlin or into Bullhead, Laughlin area, we got to come down a steep hill. And the problem is, I make that trip up and over that hill to get to Kingman about 8 times a day. And I'm getting tired of my car shaking like crazy.
Well, I can tell you the easiest fix is that. Take the radiator cap off of it, run another car up underneath it.
It ain't my car. I can't even check the oil. It's not my, literally, we had to sign a paper. You do nothing with the car. You don't even put windshield fluid in it. You do nothing with the car. You take it to the mechanic, period. All you are is the driver. If it breaks down, you call me. I call a tow truck. We get another driver. They pick you up, and you go get another car.
Cajun
Sorry,
said,
Billy. Mater, can you send Cajun a link,
yeah, he
please?
said he'll try one.
So I just thought I would ask the car people if, stuff like that would show up on a diagnostic or not. 3 days. I'm like, 3 days ago, you guys told me it was fine. And now here I'm getting idle sensor issues. I got alternator and battery issues.
Hey,
I didn't even ask the question, what's next?
how you doing, Delisa?
Hey, Delisa. Hey, Terry.
Sorry,
Kate,
Dar.
check
Hi,
your
Dar.
email.
Hi, everybody. Sorry.
Hi, William.
Hey, William. All right. Well, I sent Cajun the link through the email.
Well, when he comes up later on, if he is able to come up, I'm going to jump off. I'll keep it a 4-person panel for a minute.
All right.
And then
Hey, Sarge.
I got to
Okay.
get the shower and get to bed. But
Like I said, if anybody saw my video and everything I did yesterday, I've done quite a bit out here. As a matter of fact, Crystal came out here a little while ago, actually right before I went live, and she goes, "Wow."
what is that behind you? Is that paneling by your work table?
That's some plywood.
Oh, okay.
It's something that it was a car top carrier that my dad had made back in the early 70s.
Uh-huh. It looks like the 70s paneling off of a house. Inside the walls thing.
No, it's because he put like a varnish, or not varnish, but like a sealer on it. That way to make it waterproof. But over years and everything, it's been coming off. Um, but I mean, it was nice and everything. The biggest problem was it would have to been all that would have been stripped off of it and reapplied. But the biggest drawback to it is as heavy being made out of wood, and the materials it used for mounting on top of a car made it so heavy. Or I mean, you can go down to probably Walmart and buy one that's aluminum fiberglass or plastic. That's about half the weight.
I got a question. But I wasn't thinking idle sensor on the vehicle that I just got it back from that problem. Because I thought when hitting the brakes and the RPMs go down so low, I was thinking, not being a mechanic, I was thinking something with a fuel line. Was I kind of in the right ballpark of thinking that, or was I completely off?
No, maybe it sounds like a TPS, throttle position sensor.
Okay. Because I was thinking maybe something with the fuel, because you're not hitting the gas, and maybe something's clogged in the fuel line, but I don't know. I was like, Then he said idle sensor, and I'm like, oh yeah, duh.
It could be a throttle position sensor. It could be a camshaft sensor. It could be. Wow.
He told me it was an idle sensor. I don't know if it was more than that, but he told me it was an idle sensor. I was like,
Probably, what's known as a TPS, throttle position sensor.
Okay. Yeah, because every time I'd go to hit the brake and hit a red light, I'm like, or a red light, excuse me. I'm like, don't die. Yep, you died.
That's only drawback to the modern cars compared to the old ones. Carburetors didn't have a throttle position sensor.
Man,
It was all mechanical.
I am still the type. You give me a carburetor any day, I'm good with a carburetor. I can actually work on a carburetor. Those type of vehicles, I can work on certain things. These new ones with the computer, I don't even want to change a radiator hose. I don't even touch them. I'm like, touching it. But don't I'm going to break something and the whole thing.
Sarge, you need to go back and look at my video cooking hot dogs on the Coleman grill.
Now, did they bring in the computer in the car about the same time, or at the same time they brought in fuel injection, or
No.
was fuel injection first and computers were later?
Yeah.
Okay.
They actually had, what was it? I think 55, 56, something like that. Chevy actually came out with a mechanical fuel injection system.
Oh, see, I thought they were just all carburetors.
No. And then you actually had electronic fuel injection back in the 60s, I think, when they had some kind of a electronic fuel injection mark. It was back in the 60s when they started doing something like that.
Yeah, late 60s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought fuel injection and computer came together. I was just like,
No. I mean, computers were more on cars. They started coming on cars in the late 70s. I know that one of them, dealing with Chrysler, is what they call their lean burn system, and that was basically a big old computer. It was actually inside the air filter housing. But no, as far fuel injection, that's been around a long time. I mean, look at the Hillborn. I mean,
well,
that's
I grew up in Oklahoma, lived on a farm, so I was used to an old truck anyway that Granddad had, and I was used to him going out there, popping the hood, swearing something, come tomorrow on the stinking thing, banging the peon out of it, and then he did. So I don't know if it was between him banging and swearing, but he got it to start. I looked at him like, Granddad, what'd you do? He's like, I'll tell you when you get older.
I guarantee you what he was complaining about was, I bet it was on a carburetor engine, and the float was probably stuck on it. He was probably banging on the carburetor to get the float to be unstuck.
I don't know. I knew that he carried a can of WD-40 wherever that man went. Boy, he loved his WD-40 with that truck. And the truck was it was a Chevy. It was a late 60s, early 70s. It had to be like a 70, 71 truck or something.
What's up, Anthony?
And he loved that.
Hey, Anthony.
I mean, it had more dings and dents and rust on it, and the bumper and everything. But he just looked at me and said, "That's just a bunch of character." I went, "Okay."
But I mean, I know you're talking about fuel injection. I mean, Hillborn. Mark, when did they start coming out with the Hillborn fuel injection?
That I'm not sure of.
I think that was even before my time.
I am a little jelly. I got all these American flags behind me, and I really love their American Canadian convoy flag. I'm really loving that. I love their flag.
Well, that was all dealing with that crap that was going on
the
Canadian border and everything. Yeah.
That was a bunch of BS.
Yep.
That was that. Yeah, that's what I couldn't remember. Vice grips. He had the WD-40 and the vice grips. He might have had tape. I never seen duct tape, but he always had them vice grips with him too, boy. I'm telling you, that needle nose. He had a set of needle nose.
And don't forget, you always got to have a flat blade screwdriver and Phillips.
And the one thing that he swore that he would never do anything on his truck, no matter what part it was, he said, "You ever buy any of that JB Weld? I'm going to JB Weld you." I was like, "Okay, I don't know. I'm going out to get the chicken eggs." But I don't know what you're talking about, yeah. But I'm just going to say yes and go on because I know better to say no. I want to wake up tomorrow.
JB Weld has got its advantages, but it's got more disadvantages than that.
I could see advantages to it, non-car related.
Yeah.
Car related, I can't see one, but I'm not a mechanic.
I've seen guys take it and make jewelry out of it. I mean, they'll get it all mixed up, and then they will start forming and making jewelry.
I haven't seen that.
Yep.
JB Weld does work. It's the original flag seal.
Anthony would know that.
With a quick, I'm catching up in chat. Corvette started with crossfire fuel injection in the early 60s.
Yep.
Okay. I used JB Weld to fix a table. It's still holding up. Harney.
But I mean, yeah, JB Weld. I mean, you've got that, and how many other different variants of the same thing? It's nothing more than a polymer, 2-part epoxy that hardens up once you mix the two together.
Doesn't like aluminum.
That's true.
Yeah, but they also make a JB Weld for aluminum now.
Did they really?
Yep. Because they had to come out with a different formula and everything for it.
And for water, that
Yep.
it will hold water, everything for boats, anything like that. They got all kinds of different ones. They got JB Weld for plastic, everything.
Yeah, while I was up there at the mechanic shop, there was a Snap-on truck up there, and I actually I've never been inside one. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know anything about it. He let me go in there, and I just like, all right, looking at the ceiling, everything up on it. I'm like, all right. And I said, all right, just a curiosity question. How much for the whole truck? He's like, oh, 6 figures or so. I'm like,
Oh yeah, a screwdriver set from them is $200 and something.
yeah. He showed me a 50-piece socket and wrench set that was like 400 and change, and I'm like, how much?
Yep.
It's how much? Wait, you said it's not 40. You got the extra zero in there, right?
Just my one impact. Just my one impact by itself was $1,180.
Good go. Hi. What?
Now that's not the specialty tools that they use that
No.
they carry. That's where they get you.
Yeah.
I think my toolbox is worth more than my home.
Spoken
Yeah.
like a true mechanic.
Yeah.
Did you see the new toolboxes that Lowe's is carrying? And by the way,
No, I saw the new Milwaukee's though, but
yeah, but you walk into a Lowe's store,
Hmm.
you will not find any toolboxes or tool carts with the Cobalt name on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing away with them. They're going strictly Craftsman.
I thought you were going to tell me they were
Yeah.
going DeWalt.
Lowe's is supposed to be bringing back Craftsman tools, and you can actually still interchange them, but they won't take the old ones back.
So
No.
my question still
The
stands.
numbers or stamp on it that they'll honor.
So, and this is for everybody in chat. Then I'm gonna get out of here because I've been on here longer and I want to wait on Cajun. Apparently he's not showing up. But anyway, so my question still stands: Craftsman or Snap-on?
Neither.
Pittsburgh.
Question is, for Craftsman, for homeowner grade, they're great.
Yeah.
Because of lifetime warranty. On a mechanic's side, as soon as they find out that you are using them in commercial work, Craftsman will not warranty them.
I didn't know about that. I knew they had a lifetime warranty, but I didn't know about that issue.
Yes. We found that out the hard way. When I broke some screwdrivers, the wife took them back, and the guy says, "What in the world is he using them for?" I use them for pry bars, everything. But she told him that I work in the diesel garage, and oh, well, we can't warranty that. That's commercial use. These tools are made for homeowner grade only.
Now, is Snap-on lifetime warranty?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
And they know they're supposed to be for mechanic and commercial.
Yes.
And blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Obviously, I mean, I saw them at the mechanic shops. I'm sure that's
Yes.
what they do is drive around all day and sell to the
And
mechanics.
you pay a good price for them.
Yeah, Matt did say, because it's C&M Auto. He's M for Matt. He owns part of the shop. He's like, yeah, I think half of my profit each month goes to this truck alone.
oh yeah.
And I said, okay, I'm just gonna question, how much have you bought since January? And he's like, I stopped counting in February.
Right. And then you
I went-
get right down to the tactics of it. These garages are charging over $100 an hour labor, and the mechanic's lucky to get $25 of that if you're
Yeah.
making any kind of money with no tool per diem. So your tools is making that company money, and you get no recognition, but about 25 to 27 bucks an hour.
Yeah, because Matt, the guy I was talking to, he actually, it's his shop. He owns it. He's the owner of it.
Right.
And he said that that's what he said. I stopped counting in February. He said, because you see how many bays I got? Yeah. He said, well, here, I don't require my mechanics to bring their own tools. I have it stocked.
Right.
You just have to know what you're doing before you work for me.
Right.
You don't.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Yeah, you don't see that very often whatsoever at all. You don't have tools, you don't have a job.
Right.
Okay, it's kind of like what Sergeant was saying. You know, Harbor Freight lifetime warranty, and it's for commercial use on hand tools. Okay, Harbor Freight, if you got the Pittsburgh or if you got the Quinn or even if you go with the Icon, they don't care what you're using it for. If it breaks, bring it back. They're going to exchange it. They don't care if it's
You don't even ask.
home use or commercial. Because I do know a lot of the tire shops around me, they're using the Daytona jacks and everything, lifting cars up, changing tires on.
Home, Procrastination, Stanley, Milwaukee.
Yep.
See, I was thinking about if I were to start getting tools, I was thinking for myself, but I've known the brand for a while. Is DeWalt a good brand? Or is it kind of...
Well, DeWalt doesn't really. Okay, DeWalt, I don't think they really have hand tools per se. They're more in the power tools.
Well, yeah, I was thinking sanders, grinders, saws, stuff like that nature. You know,
Okay.
because I wanted to get into wood stuff and you know, and
The best bet out there is either Milwaukee or Makita.
Okay.
Now, here's what I would suggest. Kind of like, you know, I've said it before, do the comparison on the different brands, okay? Look at look at their prices and what all you're paying, you know, what all you get for the money for like Milwaukee, Makita, DeWalt, and Cajun's trying to get in here.
Okay.
There's Cajun. Like I said, Milwaukee, Makita, DeWalt. I know there's Metabo out there. And now if you go to Harbor Freight, you got Hercules, you got Bauer, you got Craftsman. There's Rigid, I know. There's Ryobi, they've got their own line. And of course, for me, you know, I go with my Cobalt. I say look at.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
We can hear you. How you doing?
Oh, y'all breaking up.
Yeah, we can hear you. You get better, sir.
Yep.
Okay, let's try this. Mater, only
Yeah.
you talk. Mater's Workshop, only you say something to me. Let's try it.
What do you want me to say to you, Cajun? I'm talking to you. Can you hear me? Cajun.
Okay, now the Wi-Fi ain't no good in the hospital. The Wi-Fi is no good in the hospital. So let me get back in the regular comments like I was before. Okay, see y'all in a bit.
All right. Well, that sucks.
Wow,
he was playing it as can be.
Yep.
Mm.
Now, okay, I'll give good example. Okay, I was thinking about getting some going to Harbor Freight and buying nothing but Pittsburgh stuff. Get a set of hand tools and maybe get like a Bauer drill impact driver. The 1/4-inch impact driver for work. And I looked up how much it was going to cost for just a 1/4-inch impact driver, a battery, a charger, and basically having enough of a extended warranty for 5 years. Okay, I was going to be looking at paying about $200.
What?
Okay, whereas I can go Lowe's and buy the Cobalt drill and quarter-inch impact driver set with the charger battery for $159. And it
Got it.
automatically comes with a 5-year warranty on the tool, 3-year warranty on the battery and charger, and you can get extended warranties on those.
Got it. Memo to me. Don't buy tools. Shoot.
But here's the thing, okay? It depends upon what all you want. Now, I feel like this. I was trying to get Jeff from Denim Tools on here tonight. He had a bunch of stuff going on. But I feel like this. Harbor Freight, they've come out with the new Hercules high-performance half-inch impact wrench. Okay? And I've seen the video, and it's got one feature I like, and Mark, you probably would like it. Is the fact when you're going to take a lug nut off, you know how most impacts you hit it, and it's the thing, once it loosens, it's very fast coming off. That new Hercules, the way it's set up, is once it realizes, hey, I've got this nut loose and everything, it slows down. Well, Cobalt, since they're, Cobalt and Flex is made by Shervon, they decided to come out with the next gen on the Cobalt half-inch impact wrench. It's doing the exact same thing. And I saw, I think Torque Test channel. They were doing a review on the midline on the half-inch impact wrench. That thing there, mind you, it was rated for 600 foot-pounds of breakaway power. That thing was doing up to 1,100 foot-pounds. So
Well,
it was basically doing almost double what it was rated for.
So I have decided this. When I move out there, we're going to have you stick with the tools. I'll stick with the gold and silver.
That'll work.
Ooh, Lordy, my wallet got sick for a minute when you told me what prices were on certain things.
Well,
My wallet was crying.
I'm going to tell you, dealing with Harbor, okay, I have Snap-on, and I was at Harbor, and you're going to think I'm nuts. Everybody told me that the earthquake impact was supposed to stand up to Snap-on, so I bought one. Actually, I got 3 now. The earthquake from Harbor actually outdid my Snap-on gun after I just had it rebuilt.
Wow.
Yes. And the Pittsburgh black socket, the impact sockets, I use them on big jobs, and I've never broke one yet. I cannot crack them.
All right, see you later, Daryl. Appreciate you being here.
Good night, Daryl.
Night.
Night, Daryl.
That's one thing I was going to say is I've heard several people give good reviews on the impact sockets from Harbor Freight, saying they are basically a beast.
Right.
They have never had any problems with any of the impact sockets at all.
Right. And I'll tell you what, I shouldn't even say it. I got into a situation to where the black sockets would not fit to where I needed to get into the bolt. I chucked that socket into a lathe, milled that socket, thinned it down, and I still use that socket today and still haven't broke it, even though I thinned it down on a lathe.
How much did you take off?
A good bit.
A good bit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's one of the Pittsburgh impact sockets?
Yes, the black ones. Yes, sir. I got the shallows, the deep wells, the metrics, the standards. I bought all of them because they impressed me that much.
I got one more question. I'm gonna get out of here. And I guess this is gonna be for interpreting. Hi, I miss you.
Sorry, I've been hanging with the girls, and I think they're still live, but oh well.
Anyway, is it? Let's see how am I gonna word this? Not beneficial. Is it smart to just buy a whole bunch of tools and have them if you don't use them for your occupation.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a quick yeah.
Actually, how I ended up accumulating all the tools, I have over 5 toolboxes completely full. But how I accumulated them, whenever I needed them to do a job, I bought them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I accumulated everything I needed and had the right stuff to do the jobs.
Got it. So don't rent tools. Just go out and buy it and use it and then have it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because I was getting to like, I understand a mechanic's going to have a bunch of toolboxes. They do that every day. That's how they make their living.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just a hobbyist and you want a whole bunch of toolboxes, a whole bunch of tools, is that actually feasible? But then I guess you get into the argument of, well, what if they collect tools? So now they're buying a collection.
Yep, that's
You
why
know, so it's kind of yeah.
I purchased them as I needed them to do them jobs, and then I had them. But
And
then
then-
I have a lot of people coming to me, hey, Mark, I need to borrow this tool or that tool. I had to shut that off. Because then I always had to go look for my tools.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how often did those come back?
About as
always
often
had to
as
go
you
get it.
ask for it.
Now, when it's our kids, they never come
They
back.
never come
Yeah, I was
back.
gonna say, doesn't borrowing a tool kind of isn't that a one-way street?
Yeah.
We have to go looking for them. This
Now-
one day,
See, now if I ever tell Mater I need Mater, I gotta borrow a tool. Well, he knows where I'm at.
Started
Pretty
running.
much gonna be right next to him in the garage, so you know.
Yeah.
Well, for you, I would give you a discount. I don't make it a $10 deposit.
Well, whenever I worked the commercial shops, the diesel garages, that was my biggest thing was, well, if they gave you that job, you should have had the tools to do it. You shouldn't be borrowing them from somebody else.
I was gonna ask you guys. That's another question, and I know that's the one last question, but because of what Sergeant Joe said, is there a lot of tool auctions out there like there is with gold and silver auctions? Is there a lot of tool auctions that you guys do or go to, or is it kind of like not so many or not really?
It's normally auctions and they have a tool lot or they have like for diesel mechanics, they would have these specific tools would auction them off. But for like car hobbyists, stuff like that, it's going to be a lot.
Okay, because I didn't know if they, how it's coin people. Mater, I know you've seen some of our auctions where there'll be different gold and silver coins or currency or something, but we'll have 30 lots. It's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Of gold and silver, whatever. I
Joe,
just didn't know if it was that way with tools.
Hi in chat.
I just didn't know if it was that
yeah,
way
Joe,
with tools.
Joe put a good comment in there, and that's a good place. Farm sales and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You can pick up some good
like
quality stuff.
auctions that
Yeah.
are doing.
Man, I should have picked that thing up at the garage sale. We were at a garage sale about I never told you this, Mater, but about a month or so ago, we stopped by one. This lady had a crate, and it had cases where you snap them together. It's got all the sockets and stuff in there in this crate, and it's got a couple of power tools and saws. She said the whole crate $10.
Oh my
Should've
gosh,
bought
you
it.
should have bought it.
Should've
Next time you see it, grab it. Next time you see something like that.
Because no one out here in Bullhead buys tools. And so if you say tools at a garage sale, that's like the last thing to go because nobody wants them. So
Yeah.
I should just start grabbing them all, apparently.
And that's where you find a lot of the SK tools and stuff like that you don't see no more, and those are good, heavy quality tools.
Well, if I ever buy a crate Mater, we'll do a private stream like we do at times, and I'll just like, hey, I bought this. And,
right.
do good
Well,
or
it's
not.
just like that. I was going to say, it's just like that auction that Mark and Sandy went to.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he was saying nobody was bidding on stuff, and he got like 4 push mowers. They were all, what, Hondas?
Honda, self-propelled, you controlled the blade, everything all off the handle with the bagger systems and stuff. At Lowe's, they're $899. I got 4 of them for $40.
I wish I'd have known you, Mater, because Mama T and Big T. Well, Mama T's dad moved up next door to them, and they were selling all the stuff that he didn't need to get rid of, or he wanted to get rid of. And for 3 weeks, it was all tools. And we're talking snap cases full of, I think he had one was Craftsman, one was like a Walmart brand. He sold 6 hammers in a lot that was never used, that were still in a package. And because he's selling it to coin people, they were doing buy it nows on each lot for $6.
Right.
Oh, there's Cuppy.
But if you keep this in mind when you're looking at a garage sale, Stanley Tools,
I know Stanley. I know.
Those are all lifetime warranty if you know it or not. Anywhere that they sell Stanley and stuff, you're a homeowner, you break something, or if you bought it at a yard sale, you walk in and hand it to them and you walk out with a new one.
No, I didn't know about Stanley. The only thing I knew was Lifetime before today was Craftsman.
Here you go, Mater. Here's them push mowers.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna put you on big.
Make you big.
Damn. They're orange.
They're red.
They're red.
Honda.
It looks orange on my side.
Yeah, no, they're red.
And yes, I did Cuppy. I snuck it in, but because I was on another live stream again.
Turn it south. Okay. And there's the trailer, Mater.
Give me just a second.
Damn.
I got you.
All right.
The bed was full and the trailer was full.
Woo!
What, did you buy the whole lot?
No.
No, I was just walking around.
Hey, now you got to tell them the story on how you got that that Toro.
Okay,
Zero.
I bought a zero turn lawnmower. Okay,
Okay.
there was no keys for it. They couldn't get it to run. So
No, wait, back up. The one before it is
oh
the
yeah,
one
it was
we wanted.
junk. It was junk.
It was
Somebody
junk.
busted the drive motor and everything, and I run that thing up real high. And the guy just kept bidding me. And finally, I just stopped and said, "It's all yours. You can have it." Then he got mad and threw his hands up like this at me. And it was like, "It's yours. No big deal. I'm out." So then the next one right beside it, the one on my trailer now, I bought that for less than what the junk one was because they had no keys, no nothing to start it. So, okay, I told Kyle, I said, walk on down through them rows and check them other mowers. Well, he found a key. Well, he got the key and he come up, stuck the key in it. We stuck a jump pack on it and the thing fired right off.
It's really beautiful.
Mows perfect.
Beautiful.
So then we get on further through the auction and there's a Cub Cadet with a 50-inch mower deck, a great big one, 25 horse Kohler Command, all hydraulic, power steering, everything. I paid $100 for that mower. And
Hello.
no key, no run, no nothing. We went and found a key, stuck it in there, jump packed it, it fired right up, put it on the trailer.
Wow. Night one.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hey, Juan.
Right.
Now I'll tell you something.
Good
that,
job, though. Kudos.
All right,
Good
now
job.
you're talking about finding stuff on deals, okay? Everybody knows, yes, I like going to Harbor Freight, buying tools and everything because I like them for the fact I'm using them for around the house, okay?
Mhm.
And now, if you go on Harbor Freight's website and everything, and you click on where it says deals, you kind of scroll down, you can find where it says clearance, and you can, click on that. It'll bring up everything they've got on clearance. Okay. Now, this right here, Mark, you know what this is, right?
Dead blow hammer. Never seen it before.
He doesn't have 5 of them out there. It's fine.
But this is the 1.5 pound, and I think they had them for $4.99 for the 1.5 and
Ooh.
the 2.5 pound dead blow hammers. They had them on clearance, and I've talked to some guys that got the ones where they were black, and they're still using them to this day.
Yes.
Crystal, where's yours? Because I know you got one somewhere to whomp him upside his dang head.
My
You don't
what?
have one.
My hammer?
Yeah.
Forget the hammer, honey. He's got links of wood back behind him. I'm going to smack him with one of those.
And I'll tell you something else too, Mater. I don't know if you know this or not. When you go to Harbor, you find something you want to buy. Don't go to the cash register. Go to your cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find a discount coupon and get it even cheaper, even though it's on sale.
Who's yeah, Anthony or somebody who's winning against Minnesota and Philadelphia? Who's winning?
Now here's the shocker. I went to Harbor Freight without him.
The what? How did the
No, the other one.
That's her favorite store.
Without Mater, I went to Harbor Freight.
how did
I
this
got something for Mark.
wait, what kind of sorcery is happening here?
You talking about this, Mark?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
And
The
and the
cookies.
extra 10% off and all that if you spend so much.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How did you let this sorcery happen, sir?
Because he stayed home today, and I kind of sort of chewed his butt out and made him actually do, because we agreed that if he's at home and if he's not at work and he's at home, he takes care of his mother. So yes, he's hurting, he's tired, he's sick. His mother is very minimal maintenance.
Yeah,
Okay.
She came home and she was actually on someone's live stream, and I'm laying in bed sleeping.
But I
Yeah.
had something to take care of, and I had to go to Corsicana, which is a neighboring town, and get cat litter. Oh,
She got a good. Yeah, she won't go into Ollie's, which is that's the closest one, and you can go in there and get some good deals on stuff.
yeah.
Now some
Well,
of it's
I'll tell
not
you.
that great.
I'm
But
gonna
sometimes you
I'm
can.
gonna tell you the honest gosh the truth. I'm the biggest fan of Harbor is her. She's like Mater when she gets in there and she buys all kinds of tools and stuff.
That's because I need tools.
She loves that store.
Yeah, but see, I just sent my son in there. I said, I need this and the smallest size they have. And $16, and he's out the door with the one item I needed.
Speaking of Harbor Freight, Mater, do you ever get any more of those magnetic strippy thingies that you wanted?
No, but I did find a coupon on here for something.
Oh boy, of course you found a coupon. You know what? That's all right. I ain't got to do with it. She got it. That one's got to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay attention to them coupons. That's where you get. Yeah.
Hey, this is
What he
a
hated.
really good deal.
All right. Oh, real quick, Mater. I got to get out of here. Love you guys.
All right,
I will
bye.
try to see you
Being here.
Wednesday. You're welcome.
All
I
right.
was here too long. Bye, guys.
All right, I got to show this one.
Oh, God.
Okay, so.
Sweetie, we might have to be on the truck for going and getting this.
Yeah.
Is that mine?
No, that'd be mine.
Well, then no.
That don't work good with yarn.
I guess she told you no.
Uh-huh.
No, I like the ones that are like for something, then you buy 2 of them and you still have less money in and more room than what that one has.
When she goes there and comes home with tools and stuff, and I'm like, are you trying to tell me something or what's going on here? It's something's coming here.
It's for my tool drawer. I bought him those magnet trays. He told me I was nuts, but it helps him keep all of his nuts and bolts together when you take things apart.
Hey, them magnet trays are awesome.
Yeah, now.
Yep. And they've got them actually. There's a coupon on here for them for $2.
Yeah. I think I got about 12 of them now.
Sweetheart,
I mean,
private chat now.
Do what?
Private chat.
Private chat.
Yeah, go ahead. And y'all guys, and I will explain backstage later.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And yes, Lorna, stick around for this one. Please. Please.
I don't know if now you're talking about
Be right back making a coffee.
Okay.
Now, Pat, are you saying are they trying to compare the U.S. journal to a Snap-on? Yeah, I mean they are doing a comparison to a Snap-on. I mean they're giving the part number for the Snap-on. Now, mind you, this 72-inch triple bank bottom box, $1,600. Okay. Now, if you go get the Snap-on equivalent, it's saying $7,530.
Yes, and that's
Yes.
true.
And that's true.
Yeah.
I got them myself, and it's got the heavy roller bearing drawers and tracks and all that and everything, but I don't really see a hardware box standing up to a Snap-on. I really truthfully don't.
Have you looked at the U.S. Generals?
Yes, I have looked at them, and they don't have the slides and everything as heavy as my Snap-on ones.
Now, what about the Icon boxes?
I haven't really looked at them.
Because the Icon is supposed to be
Better than.
It's supposed to be better than U.S. General, and that's why they came out with them to go up against the Snap-on.
Exactly, Scott.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
I know the one I want is the what do they call that? The full bank or whatever. It's just straight up, just one set of drawers, but the smallest drawer is like that deep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
now
I can
I'm
use
looking
that.
on Harbor Freight's website right now for a 73-inch. It's a 73 by 25-inch professional rolling, bottom box. $34.99.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That is still cheaper than what you're going to pay for at from Snap-on. And one thing, and the Icon is lifetime warranty.
Yeah. No, and that's what Renegade is saying. General only has a regular 90-day, but if you buy Snap-on for as long as you are the original owner, then you have a lifetime warranty. But if you give it to Sandy and Mark, then the warranty's shot.
Right.
That's not true either.
Oh, Snap-on?
What?
Yeah, Snap-on will still warranty it because it is Snap-on.
Okay.
Read Pat's comment at there. People are wanting to trade the Icons in for Snap-on.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
But I do give Snap-on that. They do have some good quality heavy rails and roller bearing drawers. I mean, with my 1-inch impact and everything, it fits in the bottom drawers and everything in my toolbox. With that kind of weight in it, they roll nice and smooth and easy.
Yeah.
Well, I know with the Icon bottom box, the one thing I do like about them, I haven't really looked at the 72-inch from U.S. General, but on the bottom right-hand drawer on the Icon, that is already set up for having power tools in there, including the charging station set up.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can actually have your chargers and everything, and it's got spots where you can hang up like your drills, impact, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hang them up in that drawer and charge the batteries too.
Yeah, I got the anniversary box of Snap-on that's got bears and mooses and all that and everything on it, and that's a good heavy box.
Right. Now, to me, okay,
Hey, Wayne.
I would not. Now, the one toolbox I would say not to go get, that's a new Craftsman. Those things, Crystal and I have both looked at them, and we're going, no. And this is before I got my top and box. This was even before I got the top box. Because that's one thing I was looking at. I was actually originally going to get the 44-inch from Harbor Freight in the U.S. General.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is that how much sturdier the U.S. General is over a Craftsman. I mean, they're using thicker sheet metal and everything for the sides, for the drawers. The slides are a lot better. Everything on the U.S. General toolbox is to me, and Crystal even said the same thing. The U.S. General is a much better made and sturdier toolbox than the new Craftsman.
Yeah. The new Craftsman, we saw one that was basically in a slightly dented because the bottom door you pulled up and pushed in, it wasn't a drawer, it was more like a cabinet door.
Yeah.
And that came off, and I sat there, I did this, and I'm like, paper is thicker than this thing.
Yep.
Right.
She was thumping on it, and you could hear just the sound of how thin the metal was.
Yeah.
Then I just found something out here a couple weeks ago. I got a lot of Snap-on, Matco, Cornwell tools, all that, and I ran across. I don't even recognize where I got them or anything. A tool set called Williams. Well, here to find out, Williams is a part of Snap-on Tools.
Oh, like Blue Point?
So, well, Blue Point was, it's part of Snap-on. They've been for years. But Williams, my cousin, Marty Green, he's a Snap-on dealer. He's got a couple of trucks that he runs and sells tools. He warranted them tools out, the Williams tools, because it was part of Snap-on. Yes. And I couldn't believe it. And I just learned that. And I don't even know where in the heck I even come up with them. I've had them that long.
You got so many tools, you don't know what you have.
True.
But, for me, I've always said, get tools, one, get what you can afford from the get-go, okay? If, like I said, for me, I'm not looking to buy Craftsman, even with the new stuff, because all the headache and everything that goes on with it. Because I've got old Craftsman tools that I've had from back in the 80s, and I know for a fact, if I take that to Lowe's to get it exchanged, they're not even going to want to do it because they have part number.
Yeah.
Okay? Or even if I take it to another place that sells Craftsman, I'm going to get the same thing there.
Right.
Okay? Even though it says lifetime warranty on it, stamped right on the tool, they're not going to want to honor that.
Nope.
Hey, how you doing, Breezy? And you're right.
Hey, Breezy.
Hey, Breezy.
I just learned that, Renegade, and like I said, just a few weeks ago, and I don't even know where in the heck I come up with the Williams tools, but yeah, that's a part of Snap-on, and I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Okay, Tarek, I do understand wanting Craftsman because it is U.S. made, but the ones that were 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago, yes. The ones that they have put out that I have seen, and it's only...
Dang.
Okay. That must be Mark.
Yeah. I have only seen these in the last 5 years because I didn't need a reason to pay attention to them because I don't do tools. I was like, hey, Dad, let me borrow, or, my brother, and do that and get their tools. Half the time didn't go back. Yep. But the new Snap-on tools boxes and stuff that I have seen, no. I could step on them laying flat and I would still dent them.
So about Craftsman?
Yeah, the new Craftsman that's come out in the last 5 years that I've seen. I would dent them if it was laying flat.
Yeah,
anyway.
I know.
Snap-on I don't deal. But now I do understand wanting to buy US, and I'm glad you're willing to and wanting to, but what I have seen lately has not been worth it.
Right. And, like I said, for me, buy what you can afford and what's going to be in your budget.
Yeah.
It's like, to me, someone who is basically straight out of high school and getting into the trade school for automotive mechanic, I would not say go out there and hit the Snap-on Matco Cornwell tool truck for tools. Okay? To me, I would say start by going Lowe's, Home Depot. I would even say, yes, go to Harbor Freight. And if you want, now, to me, the Pittsburgh, they're good. Okay? They've got a lifetime warranty. You break it, no problem. If you don't like that, pay a few bucks more.
Yeah.
And get the Twin, pay a lot more, and get the Icon.
Yeah.
But spend what you can afford. Do not get yourself too far in debt on buying tools. If you can't afford, say, a 500-piece set, but you can afford, a small set at that time,
Yep.
buy that and start buying all your smaller sets of sockets and wrenches, stuff like that. Just buy one at a time.
Yeah.
You'll get it built up, just like I've got my stuff built up with the Pittsburgh stuff.
Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes because I have not had anything to eat since like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
So I'm a little hungry. I'll be back.
Usually the young kids don't get into that Matco or Snap-on until they're at a job and they need it and they have no choice but to get it.
And then they go
And
overboard.
then they go overboard.
Right. Now, when I got started, back in '84, I got hired on at Montgomery Ward's. And I got hired in as what's known as B-line mechanic, which is basically alternators, starters, cruise controls, shocks, oil changes, all the little stuff. I was actually in there with a 3-drawer Craftsman toolbox, and I think it was a 100-piece tool set, all hand tools. It was all Craftsman that my parents got me for Christmas. Yes, it was doing the work, but then in a way it wasn't. I did get in with the Snap-on guy, and I got Snap-on tools. Big mistake right there.
Oh, yeah, that was your paycheck.
Yeah, there was my paycheck, yeah. I had a nice top box, and now I did need a bottom box. He happened to have one that was used. I don't remember the brand or anything. I think I got that for like $100. Okay? But it was, I spent more than what I should have. I should have waited, done a little bit more research.
But where Snap-on all of them get you is, hey, we're going to give you a truck account. And I've seen so many people go in debt so bad because of that truck account. Like I said, I would not buy tools until I needed them, but then I paid cash for them at the truck,
Right.
And I didn't owe them nothing.
Well, see, I actually had a Snap-on account, and I was only up to a certain limit, and because everything I was wanting to buy was over the limit, he rolled it over into a tool truck account.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I actually had 2 accounts, one with Snap-on, one with him.
Right.
That was basically a double payment every week.
Right. And then if you went to Cornwell or Matco or Mac Tool and did the same thing there, your butt was so far in debt that your whole paycheck was gone and paying for these tools over time. And I've seen a lot of guys do that mess.
Yep. And, for me, I wound up leaving Montgomery Ward's, and it got to the point where I couldn't, I didn't need the tools. So they actually went back, they came and got them, but they didn't get that bottom box. Matter of fact, I had that bottom box, and then someone broke into my garage and stole it.
Wow.
But,
Yep.
like I said, to me, it's like, do not go that route. I mean, because like Mark was saying, you're going to go deep over your head in debt really fast, and you're not going to be able to come up for air.
But where they got all them young guys and everything is, well, hey, I'll do this. You give me $33 or $35 a week and blah, blah, blah. Next thing, they're in debt so bad. And then, okay, now it's up to $100 a week. And then they get up to $200 a week. And that's not counting the other trucks that are rolling in and out of them shops. And these guys are picking up on them. And they're like, hey, wait a minute, I'm broke. You did it yourself.
Yep, that's true.
Now, what were you saying about me?
We didn't say anything about you.
Uh-huh. Okay, so he's safe right now.
Sandy, did I say anything about her?
No.
See, Lauren is even going, nope.
I
Nope.
plead the fifth.
Nope.
Yeah, 20% down and 10% of your bill per week. Yes, that's exactly right.
Yep. Like what Anthony says, pick one truck, stick with it. Don't get Snap-on, Matco, Cornwell. So there's,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, because that'll get you hurt.
yeah,
But
that's 120% right there.
A lot of them do that though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They get in with the Snap-on guy instead of just buying his stuff. Now they start comparing his price to this guy's price and the other guy's price, and then they end up with accounts with all these different trucks, and they're in trouble.
Because they all got different sales. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, no, this is this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like me. I like Red Heart. I like Lion Brand. I like Lovecraft, which is an overseas company. I like Hobie. I only spend if I don't have the money in my account. They don't get my money, even if it's a really good sale.
Yep.
I want to, but I'm not going to.
Now, the one thing that, you know, I noticed is that, like I said, when I was doing automotive work back in the 80s and 90s, you know, we had the Snap-on truck. Everybody knew the Snap-on truck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Matco, Cornwell. Okay, Cornwell was kind of the
Newbie.
redheaded stepchild out of all
Ah.
the tool trucks. But even though they were not the most well known, the quality of their tools is good. Their prices are not as high, also, say compared to the other three.
Right.
But quality wise, they're up there with them.
Well, no, I can tell you, I would have to disagree with that. You take a Snap-on wrench or socket as a quality fit tool and verse it to Matco or Mac, and I'll tell you right now, in Cornwell, there is no comparisons between the fit of Snap-on tools, and you don't get as much slippage from Snap-on. Now, I've used all of these, and my thing goes to Snap-on because of the fit quality when you go to use that.
True.
But I
I
will
mean,
tell you this much: I don't like it when Snap-on rebuilds a ratchet.
why is that?
I never had any luck, and the ratchet would last no time at all, and it would break again on me. So that's my overview of the whole thing. But as far as fit quality for what you're working on, you're not going to strip a whole bunch of stuff or anything, because Snap-on actually bites and fits a lot better than the other three that I have used.
Well, okay, talking about that, then what I'd like to see a comparison on is see how Snap-on tools are. Say go to Harbor Freight and get their Icon, because the Icon is supposed to be just as good a quality for less money than Snap-on.
Right.
Mhm.
That I'd like to see. See how, you know, put them up, you know, head to head. See how they are. You know, do an actual side by side comparison between the Snap-on ratchet, wrenches, sockets, stuff like that, against the Icon.
Right.
Mm-mm.
And that could be 100% right, Pat. But the guy we had, I mean, he was always in and out so quick. And then it would be 2-3 weeks before you get the ratchet back. But it would never. You'd may not even get a year out of it, and it'd be down again. But I also turned a lot of wrenches too, so. And I always liked my flex head ratchet, and I used the heck out of it. I ended up buying me a backup one as well.
It was
I mean,
correct.
you know, Mark, I'm not trying to put down the Ford trucks,
No.
you know, or put down any tool brand at all. Okay. The only thing I've ever said is buy what you can afford, buy what you're comfortable with, and with what is working for you.
Right.
Okay, my battery tool system that I've got, I'm strictly Cobalt, 24 volts on that. I know you've got the DeWalt, Makita, Milwaukee, Craftsman, Ryobi. Who am I missing out there? Hercules, Bauer. And I know there's a bunch of others that you go to Amazon and find also. But like I said, to me, it's price-wise, warranty-wise, and everything. And yes, I know I got all my hand tools are Pittsburgh. I'm not twisting a wrench for a living. These things are working fine for me.
Right. Right.
I got no problem with them. Now, would it be worth my time spending the extra money for getting the Icon? Not really, because I'm not doing as a living
Right.
using them. Now, if I was, if I
When
was
it
back
comes-
in a shop doing that, yeah, I'd probably want a little bit higher quality.
But it goes back to the old saying: is you get what you pay for. Okay. But not to put any tool down. If they're doing the job for you, great.
Yep.
As long as you got it, you can do the job. But on personal preference, I've used all of these, and I'm not going to say that they're bad tools. They're all good tools.
You just found your one, and that's the one you want to use.
That's not it at all. I don't just have one. I use all of them, and it's not down to price or anything. It's down to the fit and everything. And Snap-on, hands down, on wrenches and their sockets, the fit is excellent. You have less trouble out of them. But grant you, it could be the way I'm doing it
Mm-hmm.
to version to what somebody else is doing. They're all going to do the job. They're all going to stand up sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes, you're not supposed to put a 5-foot bar on them and everything, but I do.
Right.
It's just the way it
You
is.
test everything.
I test them.
Hey, now here's something. Like I said, I've been cleaning out the garage. This is a 75-piece square drive combination socket set. Okay. Some of the ratchets and some of the sockets are not in here. But I mean, it's got a little bit of a feeler gauge set to it, which I mean it's showing like this one is 32, 32 inch or 0.81 millimeter. Okay, I'll make myself solo. Y'all can see this, but it's just like a little feeler gauge set.
Mm-hmm.
That each one is individual for doing spark plugs, and you've got where you can open up the gap. But here is a 3/4 inch, and it says Taiwan on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not.
It's all cracked.
Yeah, it looks like it's been pushed out.
Yeah, it's got a couple of cracks in it.
And that's what I'm saying, versus others to Snap-on. I have not had that happen.
Yeah.
Right.
But it basically, just like Pat says in here, it's all personal preference, depending on the job you're doing, how you're doing it, and the person using that tool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I don't think this brand is even around anymore. Mark, you're probably going to be surprised.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm.
You see who that is?
Buffalo?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that's one of those cheap tool sets that you would get when you used to get the trucks come in about once a month, and they would set up at the hall, and then they would bring stuff out and have the tables and everything set up, and you could buy stuff like that for like $15-$20.
Yeah, the gigantic clearance trucks. They'd have pallets of 2 or 3 pallets of that, and they've got like 2, 3, maybe about 20 dozen on there.
Yeah, you could buy almost anything, any kind of tools. It didn't have to be automotive. I mean, you could buy woodworking tools even.
Huh.
Well, I mean,
Never heard anything. You must be something out your way there. I've never heard anything around me like that.
yeah, but I mean, we would get them. We would get one of those trucks, come in one of the halls and everything, and they would set up for like 1 day, 1 or 2 days, something like that, and then they'd be gone, and you'd never see them again. And then a couple of months later, you'd have a different one show up.
Yeah.
They would have their own set of tools and everything, but they were all cheap Chinese junk.
And it was junk at the time.
Yeah.
But
Like
parking lot sales, you have a truck. I know we used to have one that did that with they did it with fruits. They would have crates of fruit, and they would sell it out of the truck and out in the grocery store parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's the same concept, just tools.
Like I got a little 19 millimeter 3/8 drive 6-point socket. It's got some weight to it, yeah, but is it a good one? Probably not, because you saw the 3/4 how it split right there on 2 of the edges. I mean, would I go and buy something like this? If that's the only money I had and the only thing I could afford at the time, yeah, but I guarantee one thing, I'd be replacing it as soon as I had money for something better. One of the places I would say for anybody to go and get tools at, go check out your local pawn shop. You can go in there and they're going to have all kinds of tools like these, all the Chinese cheap Taiwan stuff. You can pick up for 25, 50 cents.
Yeah. See, that's where I ended up with a whole bunch of, it's called SK tools. Okay. That was back from my grandpa and my dad, and I still use them now, but I don't even think the SK is even around anymore.
Yep.
They might be, but I don't think so. But
I think they're around, but probably not as much.
Those are really good tools, and they're old tools. And actually, they come from my dad, my grandpa. Some of them I even picked up at yard sales. I don't know. I've used quite a bit of different tools and got them and everything like that Williams. Heck, I didn't even know Williams was hard to snap on.
Yep.
Until my cousin told me here just 2-3 weeks ago. Snap on dealer.
Oh, I shocked. I think it was on Mater Stream last week. William was looking for some advice on what ones to buy, and Cajun was saying the exact same thing. Go to the pawn shop, pick them up. Sit there, go through, and if you find one that's cracked like what Mater's got, set it off to the side because you ain't taking it home.
Yep.
And you pay, $20 there for $150 worth of tools because they just want it gone.
Yep.
Now, here's a brand that I haven't heard of in years. It's called Great Neck. When I told that to Cajun, he goes, that's a good brand. If you can find them, get them. Because I have my dad's set.
Yeah, you can actually, I think you can actually go through like Finger Hut and get Great Neck. Now, to me, they're an okay brand. I'll play like this. I take a Great Neck over this Buffalo any day of the week. But now, to me, as far as quality-wise, they're not going to be as good as even the new Craftsman.
Yeah.
The new Craftsman's going to be better than the Great Neck.
Yeah. Somebody put in the chat that SK is still around.
That was Arnie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean that's the thing about now. I've got a pawn shop that I used to deal with a lot down in Corsicana, mainly because I used to work down there. So on payday and everything, of course, I'm getting off like 2:30 in the afternoon. Payday, okay, Thursday. I'd go over pawn shop, pay on my layaways and everything, and I'd go in there and I'd go through. They had their tools, in one area, and they had just all those bins of just miscellaneous tools and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I would go through there, and I got to the point where I'm going through them, and I'm finding Craftsman sockets in there. And I'd pull them out. I didn't care if it was like 2 or 3 10mm sockets or whatever. If it was a Craftsman socket, I'm pulling them out. There was one time I walked up front with about 20 or 25 different sockets, all Craftsman. The guy says $10.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them were. I mean, I got back home and I looked them up online. Some of those sockets were like $15, $20 a piece, brand new. And here I'm getting them that cheap. And you can, believe it or not, yeah, you can actually go in a pawn shop and you will find someone who's gotten hard on their luck, and they will pawn off Snap-on, Matco, Cornwell, toolboxes with tools and everything. Now, if you ever go in a pawn shop and you find one of those, buddy, you better snag it, because you're not going to get it at, for what you're going to pay at the pawn shop. That's going to be it's going to be about half the price than what Snap-on truck is.
Exactly, Anthony.
And on top of that, you can put it in layaway. You ain't got to pay for it right then and there. Most pawn shops will
depending on the shop.
Right. But most of them, about 20% down, and you can have anywhere from 3 to 6 months to pay off. It depends upon their layaway system. Okay. The one I dealt with the most, they didn't care if it took me a year to pay something off. As long as I was coming in, paying them every month, I was paying them. They didn't care if it took me 6, 7 months to get a $300 gun paid for. Hey, I'm coming in and paying them like $40 a month, $40, $50 a month on it. They didn't care.
No, because it's taking up less than 1 square foot of room in the back room with a tag on it. And if you miss 2 months, okay, they put it back out and get their money. And they got all your money.
Yep, they got all the money I done spent on it, and they can turn around and resell it. Here, it depends upon the pawn shop. Now, it's like this. Crystal and I, we went to one, and I found the Cobalt mid-grade or mid-range half-inch impact wrench and everything. I looked at how much they wanted for it. Now, it didn't have a bag. It was just the impact wrench, charger, and the battery. I looked at it. I looked at the price. I pulled my phone out right then and there, and I looked it up as far as how much it was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
They were only willing to drop about $30 off of it.
Yeah.
I flat out I showed the guy on my phone, this is what Lowe's is wanting for it right now. I can walk in there and buy it right now, brand new.
Which was actually what they had it for there.
Almost. Like I said, they came down about 30, like maybe $40 at the most. If I'm not going to spend that much for something that's used when I go and have no warranties whatsoever on it for, say, $30 more, I can go buy it brand new, and I'm going to have that 5-year warranty on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's also another thing is going to a pawn shop. Yeah, you can get some good deals, but you better also know what that tool or that item that you're wanting to buy retails for. Okay, this is a little pancake air compressor I've got that's battery operated. Pawn shop I dealt with, they were saying I think they were wanting like $325 for it.
Mm.
At that time, I could go into Home Depot and buy it for $350, brand new. I looked it up before I went down there. I had a choice: either I'm going to get that at a better deal, I was going to Home Depot. I told them flat out, said, this is how much it costs at Home Depot right now, brand new. I said, if you want to make a sale on it, you're going to make me a better deal.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't saying, they came up with a little bit better offer. I counter offer on them. They said, okay, we'll do that. I told them $300 total out the door, tax and everything. That's okay, fine. I wound up going to a pawn shop here in town, which closed down for some strange reason. The guy had something I wanted. I took it up to the counter. I pulled out, I think, $70 in cash. And I think he was wanting, I think, $90 for it. To me, it wasn't worth $90. I pulled out $70 in cash. And it's sitting up on the counter. I said, I'll hand you this. I'll walk out with that right now, or I'm taking this back with me. Just to say he got the cash.
Yep. But hey, I'm gonna have to jump out of here. I got some stuff to go take care of, and
All right. Well, I'm fixing to shut this down anyways. It's coming up on my 2-hour mark. I
Yeah.
appreciate you being here.
yep, not a
Have
problem.
fun, Mark. Have fun, Sandy.
Yep,
Tell
Lord,
everybody.
take it easy.
All
Yeah.
right.
I'll catch you on your next live and tell you what's going on with that. That's in private chat.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Or just call me later, Mater.
yeah.
I can do that.
That too.
All right, we'll be up. So, all right, talk to y'all later. Take care.
Take care, Mark.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody in the chat.
But to me, that you've got to look at where you can get some deals at. Garage sales, yes, are good places to go to.
Tyler, have you changed your name again?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's Ashley. Finally getting in here.
Hey,
But-
girl.
Hey,
But that's
Ashley.
the one thing that, with me is that go and look for good deals on anything. Where's that? That got missed. Somehow that went away. My banner went away. I don't know why.
Bad boy.
But anyways, it's just the fact that it doesn't matter if it's tools. It can be just anything. You can find better deals out there on the used market. I mean, Facebook Marketplace. What's the other one?
Craigslist.
Craigslist. Thank you. That's what I was thinking. Craigslist. You can find good deals on there. But always know this. Do research on anything and everything before you buy it used. Because you think you might be getting a good deal on it. Find out what the thing sells for brand new. Look on eBay even. eBay is another good place to go get stuff. If you don't need it right then and there, you can order it. Okay, fine. Most of the time, I've gotten stuff off eBay. It takes about 3 to 4 days. Boom, I've got it. Okay, fine. Now, whether or not I'm going to go on eBay and buy some 50p's or 2-pound coins, that's a different story. I may have to get a hold of someone I know over in England, which I have no idea who that could be, to get some British coins for me. No comment, Lorna?
I've actually got some going to the US this week. I've got a silver proof going and a few others.
Mhm.
So I know roughly what the prices are.
All right. Yeah, Crystal, you want to tell everybody how much it costs to send out those 3 stickers? Mind you, these were my channel stickers that, someone sent me their address, and I wanted sending them out. Crystal went over to the post office, and it's like, ouch, just for a envelope, a regular small envelope.
It was almost $3 for the one that went up to Canada. Hi, Mark. It totaled
How much?
almost $3 US.
And postage.
And just in postage. Because they were already ready to go. I just needed to take them and get postage. But it cost almost $5 for 3 of them. 2 of them were here in the Continental.
Sorry, Mark, got chocolate in my mouth. Hello, Mark.
Hey, Mark. But yeah, I mean, it's like, wow, postage has really gone up to mail something.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, I'm actually going to buy a book of stamps. Because I think I got ripped a little bit. And if I did, yeah, she's not going to like me. Because I'm going to walk in and I said, I want somebody besides you. She says, why? Because you screwed me over. I want your supervisor. I want a better deal.
Now you know why I argue so much about
Mm-hmm.
sending stuff to the UK.
But,
Which I don't mind that, but when it costs me $1 for a single stamp, yeah, we got problems.
yeah, because I remember
Cost by that over here.
I mean, we at one time, it was what, 42 cents for a stamp?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like when she told me how much it was to send out those 3 envelopes, I'm going, you got to be kidding me.
Showed him the receipt. He goes, okay.
It's like, damn.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that at all.
Mark, who has a new haircut?
Yeah. Yeah, who are you talking about?
Probably me.
Well, you had one.
I haven't done anything to mine since April. I lost it then.
And how long ago was it I got mine done?
About 3 months ago.
Yeah, and it's coming back slowly. I mean, the only thing I've done is maybe trim around the ears. That's about it. I have not done anything else.
Your beard is growing faster than your hair.
Yeah. And it takes a while for this to grow, as it is. But yeah, I mean, this hair here is growing faster than this right now.
Yeah, it takes about a week. He can shave on Monday for work.
Yeah.
And then by Friday, he has to shave again.
Thursday. Yeah.
No, you can actually get through Friday.
Well, true.
Mark, it was actually a lot shorter, which it will be after the weekend. So, yeah.
All right, well, it's coming up on the 2 hour mark. So, need to shut this down because Crystal's gonna have to volunteer to help me do the trash tonight.
Who lied to you? After pulling out half a black garbage bag worth of stuff out of that roll top? No.
Hey, you volunteered to do that. You wanted to use that roll top desk.
Yeah, and most of what's underneath it is got to be underneath the roll top. I can throw into a bag or bin or whatever.
I know.
Thank
I know.
you, Mark.
Yep. Thank you, Mark.
But you gotta
And
admit, that roll top desk is still pretty good shape for what? About 40 years old.
yeah. The only thing is, if I wanted to do a baby quilt, yeah, couldn't do it there. I'd have to set up my own setup.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody's been here. Like I said, going on 2 hours. And yeah, Crystal and I, we got to get the trash and everything done. And we got to do a few other things. I know we got a bunch. Like I said, we got a whole bunch of stuff that's got to get done around here tonight. But appreciate everybody's been here. Laura, since I guess you're the only guest right now we got, you want to say goodbye? But hey, stick around once I shut it down.
Yep.
Good night, everybody. Sorry I've been quiet, but you lot been on about tools I've never ever heard of. And my little Bailey Boo is going to have a lovely mouthful in a minute. So I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.
All right. Everybody, appreciate y'all being here. Y'all stay safe and God bless.
One thing,